Your altcoins will be greatly affected if Bitcoin is driven down to the 54K range in specific regard to the options monthly closure and the max pain being around 54K. I'm going to show you something independent of that idea, but which is also on top and agrees with that idea that the 54K level will be hit or has a strong chance of being hit. Let's dive right into it. So on this chart, I have the 4-hour 21 and 55 EMAs. The 21 EMA exponential moving average is the yellow line. The 55 is the blue line. What we're going to do is when these cross down, they typically have an average effect of price movement down from the local high that had just formed. All right. So check this out. We have a, let me zoom in just a little bit more. We have a cross right here. And from the local high, you had a 16% move down. Cross here where my cursor is, all right, from the local high to the move down before that bump, 17%. Didn't cross, skim play didn't cross, so we're not counting those. Here we go. Here's another one. 21 crosses below, right? I'm going to measure from that local high down here, 27%. Okay, this actually kind of got the Wyckoff drop pretty well. And honestly, it was one of my VIPs. So I typically don't play this cross. It was in a VIP chat yesterday. One of the two, I had a crypto crackhead chat and a VIP chat. It's one of my long-term VIPs who's been with me quite a while who showed me this actually. So I'm not taking credit for this. It was one of my VIPs. So anyway, we have a cross here from the local high to the bottom, 25%. All right. Cross here from the local high, 18%. So we're getting lots in the mid high teens and then some around 25%. So you had a cross here, which is after Bitcoin raced up to 40K from 10K, right? And your ultimate dip was over 25% that time. That was a big one. That was after a massive rally, which we don't have. I don't know how much I would count that one. So very similar to what we're facing now. This right here was Bitcoin battling with the 20K huge horizontal with previous all-time high, which we're doing right now, right? So you had a cross from the high to the low. What's that? 16% mid high teens. This is very, very, very similar stuff right here. Very similar stuff. Okay, so hopefully that's compelling enough. It happens. I mean, it usually gets some down movement. So let's see what that would mean for Bitcoin right now. Okay, so from local high to current, 12%. And current price is 7%, but we've only gotten actually 13% out of it to that wick low. All right, so where would fit? So remember those averages? So some around 25, some are a couple around 20, but like in a lot of them around 18, 18, 17, 16. Okay. So that 16% would put you structurally a retest of this area here from a structural basis. That's very sound. That makes a lot of sense, right? And if Bitcoin did come down here from way up here in my trampoline, so if you jump off of a house to a trampoline, right? So the trampoline is similar to this structure here. You actually go down farther first because you're coming up from way up high, and then you keep bouncing, and then on average your bounce is about here. So a wick low from that would be about 54K. But independent of that, physics, relating physics and how the world works to price action, which honestly it typically moves pretty similar. So wick on a percentage basis, guess what that is? It's only 19% down to 54K exactly. 19%, which is almost the average because we had a lot in the high teens. We had some about 20 and we had some at 25. So a lot of things. This is one thing on top of the options closing in which, whale games, the they games, right? So you need to learn how to profit off of the they games. And so I'm telling you, the they games are in the charts. It's just a question of if you can find it. Can you capitalize on this? Can you figure out what they are going to do so you can make money, so you don't just sulk around saying they took my money? It's always they, right? So they games, hey, it's in the charts here, right? So if you like what you saw, please take a quick minute, just take a minute. Don't take a minute, take a minute to hit like for me. If you don't, you get flipped off. And also, if you're new and you like what you saw, check out my other content. You should see 2 videos popping up on both sides of me here. If you're newer to this channel, I promise you, watching these videos can greatly change your crypto journey. I promise you, just take a look at them. They're some of the most important videos I've ever made, and y'all just got to be fine.